Hi, my name is Melissa Clark, and this is my virtual tour of my professional e-portfolio for MIT 885, the Technology Practicum. So a little bit about me. I currently teach 5th grade. I've previously taught 6th grade and 3rd grade also. I do like 5th the best. Right now I'm responsible for teaching my homeroom, reading and language arts, and all 3 sections of 5th grade social studies. I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm in the Shawnee Mission School District, so our students do have one-to-one iPads. We also, as teachers, have MacBooks and iPads as well. So my main purpose for wanting to complete this degree program was that I felt there was a lot of implementation of technology and iPads in general as ways to kind of substitute what we were doing in the classroom, or as ways to just kind of add on to what we're doing. I wasn't really exactly using it to enhance their learning, and they weren't really getting any deep and active learning activities from it. It was just kind of a way to, oh, if you get done, then you can go do this. Or if you need more practice, then here's an app for that. And I knew that there was so much out there that I could be doing. And so that was my main goal when I came into this program, and I feel like I've definitely learned a lot. I've not only learned tools to use and different add-ons and sites and apps and things like that, but I've learned many different techniques and strategies to be able to use inside the classroom as well. So, and for my highlight reel, something that I really enjoyed doing and really am excited to implement is my professional development plan. So when I thought of my professional development plan, my mind automatically went to during a lot of our staff meetings or a lot of our professional development regarding technology right now. You hear a lot of teachers voicing anywhere from kindergarten to 6th grade, for the building that I'm in at least, they'll say things like, oh, we don't have time for that, or we're using something else, but then they'll complain that, oh, well, we're using Seesaw, but then another teacher wants to use Showbie to turn things in and post, and then they're not correlating, and then students get confused between the two. So this is why I really wanted to introduce Google, because I had an assignment, don't remember which class it was, but we had to make a presentation on why your school should be revolved around Google. And this played a huge part in my master's program because I not only realized how effective and efficient the Google apps were, but also about the company as a whole and what they stand for, and I thought that was incredible. And I like it because it's a good way, like I've taught my 5th grade students how to send appropriate emails. I've taught them how to collaborate on docs. I've taught them how to collaborate on slides. And these are things that I feel like will help them in the real world. And they know now, so when I present this PD, I have not yet, but when I do, I want to really focus on not just the apps like Drive and Docs and Slides and Classroom, but I really want to focus on the way that you can collaborate and how all of them go together. And that it's not like just having an extra app on your phone or your tablet or whatever. If you know how to access something on one of them, you know how to access it on all of them. If you save it on one of them, it's saved on all of them. And then the way to turn it in Google Classroom, I think it seems like a lot when you're pulled into it because you see sites, communities, all these things. But once you are introduced to them and you realize how well they flow together, I think it's an incredible resource to have. So I'm really excited to put this into place. And I think with a little convincing that our staff would definitely be on board with it. It would, like I said, just take a little convincing. So, my training videos, my first one, unfortunately, I planned on doing them in the classroom, but however, now that we are all doing all of our learning virtually, my videos and training had to be done virtually. So my first one was probably my favorite one. I created a Genius Hour site for our students to do Genius Hour online and kind of walked them through what they're going to be doing for the first week, what some examples were from previous students, showing them what resources are, how to navigate the site. So I'm really excited to get that started, and I think that's going to go really well. Another thing that I really enjoyed was, I kind of mentioned this already, that why Google presentation. So I'm going to present it when I present the PD. That's part of the first 30 minutes of PD, is giving that Google presentation, why it's important, why, and then I'm definitely going to tie it into my Genius Hour because those two things go together. And also just to show that it's not just about Google with the staff, what it has to do with the kids, what it's teaching the kids, how we can branch off from that. And finally, some of my favorite things, when it loads. Um, my leadership philosophy was one of my favorite things. I loved that class because I felt like it really gave you an opportunity to reflect on who you are as a person and who you are as a leader, as well as those leaders around you. Also, I did an entire research project on blended learning strategies. Felt like that was very useful as well. I learned a lot from that I put into my own classroom. We did a lot of apps, finding websites and apps that we may not have used, and all of the ones that I'd found, I have used at least 3 to 4 times minimum this year for all of them. So I really liked that a lot. And once again, tying back to that leadership class where we had a lot of, I think this class overall just provided a lot of reflection, kind of the leader that you want to be, and tying that into how not only you use technology in the classroom, but how you lead with your entire school. So I had a lot of fun making this. I'm very excited to have this throughout my career to be able to share with others. Thanks.